Good morning. I am jumping in today because there's a topic that's been coming up a lot, and I wanted to address it because I keep hearing people say, my kids won't stop lying. And as a parent of four, right, I've got a teenager, two kids who are 7 and 8, and then a toddler. So I know how frustrating it can be when your kids lie. So today I'm jumping in to share 3 quick tips to help you create an environment where your kids tell the truth. So thank you so much for jumping in and joining. I know a lot of you guys are getting ready for work. You're kicking off the work week. If you're catching this on the replay, still be sure to comment, ask questions below, because I'll come back after this replays and respond to each of your comments, right? But if you're here now, I want this to be interactive, right? It's Monday morning. I know we're a little bit tired, but hearts, likes, comments, questions, concerns, anything that you have coming up for you as you watch this video, share it below so this can be interactive, because just makes it more fun. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Damari Dickinson, and I am a parenting coach. I work with amazing moms all across the country to help them create more peaceful, more respectful home environments and just better relationships with their kids. Positive and purposeful parenting is the name of with what I do, right? I want people to be more positive, to be more purposeful in their interactions with their kids. And really my goal is to help moms fall back in love with being a parent. So today, 3 quick tips. If you know anybody in your life who's got kids that lie, maybe little lies, maybe real big lies, share this video with them, you guys. Sharing is caring. I say it all the time. We don't want to keep these tips to ourselves because we know that there's other people out there who might need to hear this information. So if you've shared or you're sharing it right now, comment share. I shared below so that I can go ahead and give you a shout out. So what are my tips for today? Let's see. The very first tip, and y'all, this is gonna be real quick, right? In and out. The very first tip that I have to help your kids just be more truthful is to show them love. So a lot of times when our kids do things that we don't like, which I don't know about your kids, but my kids do things that I don't like all the time. The way that we respond to them often causes them to not feel comfortable telling the truth. So for some of us, our go-to when our kids are acting crazy is to zap out. Right? We lose our mind, we start yelling, we start cussing, we start fussing, we start lecturing, right? Some of us start beating our kids. So I don't know which one is more your style, right? But comment below and tell me. So what happens when your kids do something that you don't like? So maybe they broke something in the house. Maybe they didn't do their homework and they told you that they did. So maybe it's the actual lie. Whatever it is, most of us have a go-to, right? And if that go-to isn't positive, then we're not creating an environment where our kids feel comfortable actually telling the truth. So if they think that you're going to start yelling when they tell you the truth, or if they think that you're going to punish them and take something away when they're telling the truth, they're less likely to tell the truth. So the first tip that I have is, even in those times when your kids are doing things that you don't like, right? When you don't approve of their behavior, it's okay to let them know that. Right? Don't act like, oh, everything is okay. Let them know you don't like the behavior, but that you still love them, right? This is a chance for you to exercise that muscle of showing unconditional love to your kids. So that's tip number 1, show them some love. The second one is, and this was one that it took me a long time to work on, guys, is don't set them up. So if you already know the answer to a question, don't ask your kids that question and invite them to lie. What am I talking about? Here's one that I do all the time. I'm in the bathroom and I feel my son's toothbrush as he's getting ready to leave the house for school in the morning. Like, did you brush your teeth? Because the toothbrush is dry. Okay, so if the toothbrush is dry, then I already know he didn't brush his teeth. So I'm inviting him to lie to me and say, yeah, I brushed my teeth, knowing that he didn't, right? Or if I walk past their room and I see all the toys on their floor and I go downstairs, I'm like, hey, did you guys clean up your room? I know they didn't do it. So I'm not going to set them up. Nobody likes to be set up, right? Like even adults, even the criminals on Chicago PD who always never seem to see that it's a setup, right? And it might be because my boy Atwater is just so good at what he does. Yeah, I know I love me some Chicago PD, but nobody likes it, right? That's like if you're at work and you had a deadline for 12 o'clock that you had to email your boss these reports by 12 o'clock and your boss comes in at 12:15. After having checked her email 5 times for the reports, she comes in, she's like, hey, did you send me those reports? You're like, oh my gosh, like I want to say yes, but I know that I didn't, but I know if I say no, I'm going to get in trouble. That's the same way that your kids feel. They're thinking like, I want to tell the truth, but I think I'm going to get in trouble, or I think what happens if I tell the truth is going to be much worse than what happens if I tell this lie. So don't set them up. Give them the opportunity to fix their mistake, right? So instead of me saying like, hey, did you brush your teeth? I can just say, look, you've got three. I just had this conversation this morning, you guys. So this is not a hypothetical at all for me. But I said, look, Kaden was leaning over to give me a kiss. And I was like, And instead of me saying, did you brush your teeth? I smelled his breath. So I knew that he did not brush his teeth. I said, run upstairs real quick and go brush your teeth. Right? So that's, again, another way for me to exercise that muscle. I'm going to love you, even though every single morning, he's 9 years old. Every single morning, I still have to tell him, go brush your teeth, go brush your teeth, go brush your teeth, go brush. I don't know. My kids have an aversion to water for some reason, like washing their hands before they eat, brushing their teeth in the morning and at night, taking showers at the end of the day. They don't like doing it. And I don't know why, but I'm going to give him a chance to make it right instead of making him feel like he needs to lie in that situation. So that's, oh, yay. Thank you for sharing. Woot, woot. I'm telling y'all, these are 3 quick tips. So share them with your friends. We're going to help them out because nobody should let their friends parent alone. We need to be in this together. So thank you for sharing. Okay, so that was number 2, right? So number 1 was show them some love. Number 2 was don't set them up. And then number 3 is walk the talk. So if you've been around me for any length of time, you know that I'm a huge proponent of parents modeling for their kids. So if you don't want your kids to lie, then you need to stop lying too. I know. Some of y'all don't like that. You can go #ouch, because it's true. Like, we're modeling for our kids. And if we want them to be truthful, then we have to model that for them. And again, this was something that I was convicted of because I was like, oh, it's just a little lie. Like, no, tell them that I'm not here, right? When I'm clearly sitting right here when they answered the phone to talk to their grandmother. I'm not here. I don't feel like talking right now. Just tell them I'm not here, right? Or, I don't know. What's another small lie? Oh, no, I can't go with you guys today because I got to take the kids somewhere, knowing that I'm just sitting at home and I don't feel like going. So be the model. Instead of saying, you know what, you guys are so bad because you're always lying. My brother's coming down here jumping, like trying to distract me, knowing that I'm doing a live video. This is, see, sibling love. You think once you get grown, your sisters and your brothers don't act crazy. They still do. So don't tell lies around them. Don't tell lies to them, to really be the model for that. So those are my quick 3 tips. 1, show them some love. 2, don't set them up because getting set up sucks. And 3 is just walk the talk. So be the model for your kids. Show them what it looks like to operate in truth and operate in integrity. All right, guys. So those are my 3 tips. I realize that you might be driving right now. You might already be at work sitting there with the headphones in or getting ready. So if you weren't able to jot those down, all you have to do is comment below with #recap. And I will be sure that you get these 3 tips sent to your inbox, Facebook, or email, whichever you prefer. We'll have a talk about that. But that's it for today. I've got one. You want to say hi, Corey? Because you've been so quiet. Okay, come here. She did a great job. We got to talk about this.
Hi.
Wait, I don't think anybody can see.
Hi.
Say good morning.
Good morning.
Say no lies.
No lies.
You got it. All right, go. Like that. So that is, I'm almost done. Okay, that's it for today. I'll be back next Monday at 9 a.m. EST with more tips to help you be a more positive, purposeful parent. All right, guys, until then, stay positive. Goodbye.